Here, we have 3 yellow cars and 2 blue cars. If we consider a total of 5 cars as a whole, then what part of the total cars do the yellow cars constitute? Think for a while. You've got it right. There are 3 yellow-colored cars out of the total 5 cars. Hence, their share will be 3 by 5. If we have to represent this fraction in a square of 100 equal parts, then how will we do it? We will find an equivalent fraction to 3 by 5 whose denominator is 100. For this, we will multiply both the numerator and denominator of the fraction 3 by 5 by 20 to get 60 by 100. Now, we will shade 60 parts out of 100 equal parts. In this way, we have represented 3 by 5 in squares of 100 equal parts. Here, 60 is the numerator of a fraction whose denominator is 100. The numerator of a fraction whose denominator is 100 is called percent. We write it this way, and we read it as 60%. But 60 by 100 is also read as 60 hundredths. Meaning of hundredths is out of 100. If we use the word hundredths or percentage, it means per 100 or out of 100. In this way, 60 hundredths or 60% means 60 out of 100. Since the numerator here also expresses the parts taken out of 100, we can say that the percent represents the parts taken out of a total of 100 equal parts. Now let's find out how to find percent in mathematics. Suppose a bag contains 5 red balls, 6 blue balls, and 9 yellow balls. Let us find the percent of balls of each color. First, we will find the total number of balls. Here the sum of 5 plus 6 plus 9 is 20. That is, out of 20, there are 5 red balls, which we will represent with fraction 5 by 20. Similarly, can you tell me how you will represent the total number of blue and yellow balls in the fraction? Think about it. Absolutely right. 6 out of 20 are blue balls, so it can be written as 6 by 20, and 9 out of 20 are yellow balls and can be written in the form of fraction 9 by 20. First, out of the total balls, let us find the percent of red balls. For this, we will have to convert 5 by 20 fraction into its equivalent fraction whose denominator is 100. Think about how we will do this. Let me explain. We will multiply both the numerator and the denominator of 5 by 20 by 5. By doing this, we will get an equivalent fraction of 5 by 20, that is 25 by 100. Percent is the numerator of the fraction whose denominator is 100. In this fraction 25 by 100, the denominator is 100 and the numerator 25, so we will call it 25% and write it like this. There is another method for conversion. We will understand that while finding the percent of blue balls. Here, the fraction of blue balls is 6 by 20. We will multiply both its numerator and denominator by 100. Since we are multiplying the numerator and denominator by the same number, the value of the fraction will not change. Now, we can write it as 6 into 100 by 20 into 1 by 100. 1 by 100 means a percent, which we will represent by this symbol. On solving it, we will find that the blue balls are 30% of the total balls. This method is very effective in situations where there is a difficulty in converting the denominator of a fraction to 100. For example, to express 4 by 15 as a percent, we will multiply 4 by 15 into 100 by 100, which is equal to 4 into 100 by 15 into 1 by 100, which is equal to 400 by 15%, which is equal to 26 by 3%. In this way, you must have understood by now how we express a fraction in percent. Now, will you be able to find the percent of yellow balls? Try it for yourself. Today, we learned percentage. In the next video, A classroom consists of 40 students, out of which 12 students are absent today. Find the percentage of students who are absent and students who are present. The total number of students in the class is equal to 40. The number of students absent is equal to 12. Therefore, the number of students absent comprises of 12 by 40 part of the total number of students. To express it in percent, we have to convert the denominator of the fraction to 100. For this, we will multiply the fraction 12 by 40 with 100 and divide it by 100 so that the value of the fraction does not change. 12 by 40 is equal to 12 by 40 into 100 by 100, which is equal to 12 by 40 into 100%, which is equal to 12 into 100 by 40%, which is equal to 1200 by 40%, which is equal to 30%. Therefore, 30% of the students are absent in the classroom today. The number of students present is equal to the total number of students minus the number of students absent, which is equal to 40 minus 12, which is 28. So, the number of students present is 28 by 40 part of the total number of students. Let us express it in percent. 28 by 40 equals to 28 by 40 into 100 by 100, which is equal to 28 by 40 into 100%, which is equal to 28 into 100 by 40%, which is equal to 2800 by 40%, which is equal to 70%. We can find the percent of number of students present in another method. Any guesses how? Let me tell you. The total number of students in the classroom is 40. Since it expresses the total or whole part, we can consider it 100%. Since we have obtained the percent of students absent is 30%, we can say that the percent of number of students present is equal to 100% minus 30% is equal to 70%. Next example. 250 ice creams were ordered for a school festival. If 20% of these are vanilla ice cream, find the total number of vanilla ice creams. Here, out of 250, 20% are vanilla ice cream, that is 20% of 250. X percentage of a number y is equal to X percentage into y. Thus, the quantity of vanilla ice cream is equal to 20% into 250. Because 20% of 250 is equal to 20% into 250. Since percentage is 1 by 100, the number of vanilla ice cream is equal to 20 by 100 into 250, which is equal to 50. That is, 50 out of the 250 are vanilla ice creams. Example 3. Ajay has scored 592 out of 800 in a competitive examination. Find out what percentage of marks did he obtain. If in the same examination, his friend Raman has obtained 84%, then find out how many marks did he score out of 800. It is given in the example that Ajay has scored 592 by 800. Here, the total marks are 800, out of which Ajay has scored 592 marks. Let us express the score in percent. 592 by 800 is equal to 592 by 800 into 100 by 100. Here, we can express 1 by 100 in percentage. In this way, 592 by 800 is equal to 592 by 800 into 100%, which is equal to 592 by 8%, which is 74%. Hence, Ajay has obtained 74% in the examination. Now let's find out how much Raman got. Since Raman obtained 84% out of 800 marks in the exam, marks obtained by Raman is equal to 84% into 800. Since percentage is equal to 1 by 100, we can write 84% as 84 by 100. The marks obtained by Raman is equal to 84 by 100 into 800, which is equal to 84 into 8, which is equal to 672. Therefore, Raman has scored 672 marks out of 800 in the examination. Today, we saw examples of percentage. Why don't you play a game of asking percentage questions and getting answers with your friends? Akash has 30 red marbles out of a total of 120 marbles. Find out the percent of red marbles he has. To find the percent, some students divide the total number of pieces by the number of pieces taken. In this way, they divide the whole part by a part. For instance, when solving this example, 120 is divided by 30 to get the result 4%, which is incorrect. Let us find out the correct answer. Percent means the number of parts taken out of 100 parts. Here, 30 parts are taken out of 120. So, we will find out if 30 parts are taken out of 120. Then how many parts will be taken out of 100? To find out, we will multiply 30 by 120 with 100 by 100. Since the numerator and denominator is being multiplied by the same number, there is no change in the value of the fraction 30 by 120. 30 by 120 into 100 by 100 is equal to 1 by 4 into 100%, which is equal to 25%. In this way, Akash has 25% red marbles. Next question. Tina wanted to find 15% of 20. She obtained the result 300. Did she get the right result? Some students do not have the correct understanding to find the percent of a number. That is, they fail to understand that x% of a number y is equal to x% into y. Some mistakes are made by this. Here, Tina ignored the percentage sign in order to get 15% of 20 and multiplied 20 by 15 and got the result 300, which is the wrong answer. The correct understanding is that the use of operator of here expresses the operation of multiplication. In this way, 15% of 20 is equal to 15% into 20, which is equal to 15 by 100 into 20, which is equal to 3. Here, the correct answer is 3. Many times it is observed that to get 15% of 20, students divide 20 by 15 or divide 15 by 20. This mistake is made because they fail to understand the operator of properly. Such mistakes lead to incorrect results. Therefore, it is necessary to understand the use of the operator of correctly. Next question. During a survey, it was found that 20% of the total 50 students enjoy studying mathematics. So, how many students enjoy studying mathematics? Many times, students misunderstand percent to be real numbers. Like in this example, they misread 20% of 50 students enjoy studying mathematics, that 20 children enjoy studying mathematics. But this is a misunderstanding. Here, 20% of 50 students enjoy studying mathematics, hence the number of students who like mathematics will be 20% into 50, which is equal to 20 by 100 into 50, which is equal to 10. So the correct answer is 10. Sometimes the total number is divided by percent and multiplied with 100 to find the number of students who enjoy studying mathematics. For instance, here 50 is divided by 20 and then multiplied by 100 to give the result 250, which is the wrong answer. Today, we saw some common mistakes related to percentage.